Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, introducing new possibilities. I have to say that I am a bit disappointed in Ubisoft for releasing this as a standalone without a proper tutorial. I haven't played Assassin's Creed 4 in about a year. It's ludicrous for Ubisoft to expect me to pop in Freedom Cry and remember how to take down 3 ships at once, or how to deal with multiple sharks. Freedom Cry throws you right in, clearly showing that this AC4 DLC was nothing more than AC4 DLC from the start. They expect you to hop right in from AC4, and for that reason alone, it has no business being a standalone for $15 US compared to the DLC version for 10. They are identical games, but Freedom Cry standalone has a separate trophy list and 6 extra trophies. But the disappointment stops there. I'm a massive Assassin's Creed fan. I wasn't too happy about the stealth emphasis in AC4, but with Adewale, it makes much more sense. This game is all about liberation, and there's great incentive to do so. As you walk through Port-au-Prince, you'll run into slave captives, jailers, and auctions. You can interfere with what's going on to liberate the slaves, much like taking in crew members in AC4. The more slaves you liberate, the better the weapons and pouches you can find at shops. With an assassin heart wanting to do right by the people or just wanting better gear, you'll always feel the urge to step in and stop what's going on. You can also liberate plantations, and as anti-stealth as I am, I actually enjoyed these sections of the game. You're tasked with killing a certain amount of enemies to liberate an area. This is where stealth feels fun and worthwhile rather than feeling like it's forced down your throat like it was in AC4. You can go in and just slaughter everyone, but by doing so you run the risk of losing captured slaves, making you want to actually take your time tricking overseers and dodging encounters. Added C is everything you loved about Assassin's Creed 4. You can liberate slave ships and plunder cargo ships for materials to upgrade yours. Your ship in Freedom Cry takes very little time to fully upgrade, which is kind of a bummer considering there's a plunder 30 ships trophy, leaving many of your materials useless. You can of course sell them, but you'll eventually get free ammo too, so money is also useless, which brings me to harpooning and hunting. Both are here again, but can't be used for anything but money. Islands are back too, but luckily with more treasure to be found. Unlike in AC4, exploring these islands and other locations can offer more than just reals, as you can find weapons laying around that you can keep forever, which adds to the excitement when you see a question mark in your map, not knowing what kind of treasure you could come across, something I would like to see in future Assassin games. I found the best weapon in the game on an island as soon as I was able to sail the seas freely. In fact, you can do everything this game has to offer outside of this story as soon as you can freely travel again. It is pretty annoying that they automatically equip, so you sometimes have to go re-equip your better weapon. Stuff you didn't like so much are here too, like the underwater shipwrecks, but luckily there's only one. There are sadly no forts or fort missions. Freedom Cry is AC4 basic, story missions, and sailing. Unfortunately, Freedom Cry suffers the same repetitive mission structure AC4 did. It's constant infiltrate, follow, and eavesdrop with a dash of excitement here and there. The story does have a historical tie-in, but feels pretty boring and very skippable. I felt no connection towards Adewale and didn't really care what would happen at the end. This is just a sliver of story with the coincidental run-in with a familiar-looking mystery box. Could have just as easily been an Edward story. Kinda makes you think this was just a clever ploy to get AC fans to buy a DLC by introducing a new assassin and worry they might miss something important. Good news for those of you worrying, there's nothing to worry about. You leave with more questions than answers. Gameplay is what you would expect from an AC game. Hide in crowds, haystacks, and bushes to take out and follow enemies without being detected. I did run into quite a few bugs and enemy locking issues during ship battles though that I don't remember having to deal with in AC4. Adewale would swing his machete around instead of attacking the nearest enemy and would sometimes be paralyzed in corners. Chain kills are also missing, making plundering and other large enemy encounters feel like an unfun button mashing grind. Not to mention, you as a 200+ pound muscled out beast can be brushed off to the side during an air assassination attempt by an alerted guard. Not sure why they got rid of the weight and evolution fact that AC3 had in its combat, or again, chain kills. The only difference in Freedom Cry combat compared to AC4 is that you're given firecrackers to distract guards and a blunderbuss. Basically, you get a shotgun instead of a pistol. The blunderbuss is deadly and can take out multiple enemies at once. I'm sure in any other Assassin's Creed game, I would have had fun with such a weapon, but Port-au-Prince is so small and dead that the novelty quickly wears off. Freedom Cry is a small game and a short game. There's nothing that will have you coming back for more. It's still an AC game, so therefore fun, addictive, and immersive. Just not one that will top anyone's list. For what it is, an action-adventure game, 7 out of 10, and as an overall game, 7.5 out of 10. If you played Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, tell me what you thought about it down in the comment section below. If you haven't played it, tell me if you plan on picking it up. Thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and tune in Monday for First Impressions where we find out what game we're playing next. Thanks for watching.